Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
जन्माद्यस्य यतोऽन्वयादितरतश्चार्थेष्वभिज्ञस्वराट् तेने ब्रह्महृदाय आदिकवये मुह्यन्ति यत्सूरयः तेजो वारिमृदां यथा विनिमयो यत्र त्रिसर्गो मृषा धाम्ना स्वेन सदा निरस्तकुहकं सत्यं परं धीमहि धर्मप्रोज्झितकैतवोऽत्र परमो निर्मत्सराणां सताम् वेद्यं वास्तवमत्र वस्तु शिवदं तापत्रयोन्मूलनम् श्रीमद्भागवते महामुनिकृते किं वा परैरीश्वरः सद्यो हृद्यवरुध्यतेऽत्र कृतिभिः शुश्रूषिभिस्तत्क्षणात् निगमकल्पतरोर्गलितं फलं शुकमुखात् अमृतद्रवसंयुतम् पिबत भागवतं रसमालयं मुहुरहो रसिकाः भुवि भावुकाः यं प्रव्रजन्तमनुपेतमपेतकृत्यं द्वैपायनो विरहकातर आजुहाव पुत्रेति तन्मयतया तर्वोऽभिनेदुः तं सर्वभूतहृदयं मुनिमानतोऽस्मि यस्वानुभावम् अखिलश्रुतिसारमेकम् अध्यात्मदीपम् अतितितीर्षतां तमोऽन्धम् संसारिणां करुणयाः पुराणगुह्यं तं व्याससूनुम् उपयामि गुरुं मुनीनाम् नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमम् देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरयेत् कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय देवकीनन्दनाय च नन्दगोपकुमाराय गोविन्दाय नमो नमः कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय हरये परमात्मने प्रणतक्लेशनाशाय गोविन्दाय नमो नमः नाम संकीर्तनं यस्य सर्वपापप्रणाशनं प्रणामो दुःखशमनः तं नमामि हरिं परम् स्मृते सकलकल्याण भाजनं यत्र जायते पुरुषस्तमजं नित्यं व्रजामि शरणं हरिम् श्रीहरये नमः श्रीहरये नमः श्रीहरये नमः गोपिका जीवनस्मरणं गोविन्दा गोविन्दा
Srimad Bhagavatam Panchama Skandam has a beautiful shloka in Gadya. Jvara marana dashayamapi sakala kashmala nirasanani tava guna krita namadeyani vachana gocharani bhavantu. Tava guna krita namadeyani. Every name will remind you of a particular guna. Every name will remind you of a particular leela. That is how it goes. Tava guna krita namadeyani. Damodara Leela. Udaram means stomach. Dama means rope. So the rope has been tied around the stomach. So Damodara Leela. This Damodara Leela is supposed to have happened in the Kartika Masa. So the Kartika Masa itself is called Damodara Masa because Damodara Leela happened in that month. Premi Anna was once speaking about Damodara Leela, and he actually used a shloka from the 6th canto of Bhagavatam. That shloka is itself very beautiful. There's another context, but it fit Damodara Leela so beautifully. Astiti nastiti cha vastu nishtayoho ekastayor bhinna viruddha dharmanoho avekshitam kinchana yoga sankhyayoho samam param hi anukulam brihattat astiti nastiti cha. So some people say asti. Asti means it is or it exists. Nasti ticha. Some people say nasti. It is not or it does not exist. While asti nasti can fit many contexts, he said, let us forget the people who are debating whether God exists or not. That is not the asti nasti that we are looking at in this particular situation. The people who are debating whether God exists or not, they forget that they are even able to debate because he is inside animating them. True. Let them go do whatever they need to do to prove it one way or the other. But we want to look at people who say asti, that God has form, and nasti, that God is without form. Asti iti nasti iti cha vastu nishtayoho. Vastu. Is God somebody with form or is God somebody without form? If you ask that question, the people who are jnanis, they are most elevated, no? Jnani tu atmaiva me matam. Krishna says jnanis are equal to me. So they are pretty elevated. What the jnanis want is, they don't want to reduce the magnificence of this divinity. They want to keep this concept of divinity at a very high level. They want to keep it beyond this created universe, beyond name, beyond form, beyond all the constraints of physical and mental and other qualities. So, the people who say Nasti, God doesn't have a form, they want to worship God as Nirguna, Nirakara, Parabrahma Swarupa. On the other hand, the devotee, the one who says Asti, God has a form, they are choosing the exact opposite. They want Sakara, Saguna, and they want one Leela. They want a God, this devotee, she or he, wants a God with a form, beautiful, attractive, kind, helping. There has to be a nice feet so we can do namaskaram to the feet. Angry Yugala. And we want the God to have hands so the God can say, Tesham aham samuddarta. He can lift us. And somebody who has all these kalyana gunas, saushilya, accessibility, treats us as a close friend. We want to have karuna, we want to have grace. All that is people who are asti, God with form. Even though both these people are actually talking about the same one God, Brihat Tatu, still the way they are approaching it is exactly opposite. Viruddha Dharmanoho. They have opposite viewpoints. He is Samam, he is Param. Ekastayor bhinna viruddha dharmanoho avekshitam kinchana yoga sankhyayoho samam param hyanukulam brihattat. He is Samam and he is Param. So he accepts both. Both kinds of worship is accepted. So he tells them, I am equal. Yat bhavam tad bhavati. So you want God without form, you will get God without form. You want God with form, you will get God with form. So for the jnani who is following the path of jnana, he appears without form, without name, without guna, nirgunam, nirakaram, parabrahma. Right? That's what they say. Ramirana was laughing. Does this mean no guna means what? Karuna is a guna, no? So are the jnanis praying to a God without karuna, without grace, without compassion, without kindness? He says, if you say it like that, then nobody will want it. So they polishly say nirguna. Whereas the devotee, he has a form easily accessible with devotion. Now, it may be a different thing that devotion itself may be rare. Only few people may be blessed with devotion, may choose to believe in devotion. That may be a rare thing, but once you are in the path of devotion, easily accessible. For that devotee who says, oh, you have a form, you have an avatara, you have gunas, for them, kripayasit swabandhane. Shloka is going to come in Ulukala Bandhana, kripayasit swabandhane. Therefore, in Damodara Leela, this famous shloka appears, Nayam sukhapo bhagavan dehinam gopika sutah jnaninam chatma bhutanam yatha bhakti matamiha. This Bhagavan, na ayam sukhapah. For jnanis, jnaninam cha atma bhutanam. For people who are trying to pray to the Parabrahma without form, he is not as easy. He is not as sukhapa, not as pleasurable to worship as he is for the bhaktas. Yatha bhakti matamiha. Those with devotion, they get to enjoy this divinity in ways that the jnanis will not be able to enjoy. The Damodara Leela is filled with treasures, many treasures, starting with Yashoda Darshana, Yashoda Dhyanam, how to lead our life. Of course, various darshanams of Krishna in this Damodara Leela, Satsanga Mahima, Nalakuvara Manigrivar's prayers with so many gems. All these treasures are given to us in Damodara Leela. Shukabrahman is starting the story. Ekada grihadasishu Yashoda Nandagehini Karmantara niyuktasu Nirmamanta swayam dadi Yani yani gitani Tadbhala charitani cha Dadi nirmanthane kale Smaranti tanyagayata Smaranti tani agayata ekada. One day, Yashoda sent the people who were all available to do tasks to do other tasks. Karma antara. He sent them. She sent them to do other tasks. And personally, Swayam, she doesn't have to do it. She's queen. She can just order, somebody will do. But her affection for this Krishna, she wants to churn the butter herself. Nirmamanta Swayam Dadi. And as she is churning this butter, Yani Hagitani Tadbala Charitani Cha Dadi Nirmanthane Kale Smaranti Tani Agayata. While she is churning this butter, what she is doing? She is singing. What is she singing? Gitani Tadbala Charitani. All the Bala Leelas of Krishna, she is singing. And as she is singing, her heart, Smaranti, her heart is overflowing with affection. Dadi nirmantane kale Smaranti tanyagayate. This is how we should lead our life. We have to do activities, so we earn money and we feed ourselves, buy good clothes, have a good home, all those things. So that is represented by Dadi Nirmanthane. We have to do all our prescribed dharmas, prescribed karmas we have to do. But while we are doing those dharmas and karmas, what should be happening? Our minds should be thinking of Krishna Leela. Our voice, our mouth should be singing Krishna Leela. That is the life lesson given right in the beginning of Ulukala Leela.